Hey everybody, it's Lillian NaaDei. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If it's your first time stopping by, hey. And if it's not your first time, if you're a repeat offender, thank you so much for coming back again. Today is going to be a day where I am trying to transition, if you will, from the winter into the spring. And so I have a lot of fragrances that I'd like to talk about. Some are new to me that I just started using this month. So if you're interested to see what I have, please stick around. So throughout this channel, you're going to see a few things: beauty, lifestyle, fashion, and fragrances. So if that's something that you think you'd be interested in, I want you to do me a favor. Comment down below, subscribe, make sure that you hit that bell to be notified anytime I have an upload. Give this video a thumbs up, and now on to the video.
There's so much about me, more than the eye can see, but I'm so glad to be no one to me.
This video is going to be a little bit different than I've ever done, because usually, well, really for January and February, I would always do like a short just showing what's on my beauty tray. Okay, so this time it's going to be a little bit different because, and let me show y'all my beauty tray. First of all, this is my beauty tray, and as you can see, it is actually a cake stand, but I love it because it is so pretty. I picked it up from Home Goods, and it's just a wonderful cake tray that I like to use now for my fragrances. I like it because it's a little bit elevated from the rest of them and from what I use back here that I have to keep my fragrances covered. But I wanted to show you this. This is what I put all of my fragrances for the month. I put them on this tray. So this tray was completely full. So let's go ahead and get into it. Some of these fragrances, of course, I have been using, I have used, and some of them I am really not as familiar with. So I am going to go ahead and get the notes to you. I'm going to try to go through all of them. I have several that I am just really impressed with, and the sillage of them has really been nice. And then I have some that I'm going to use for layering, and some that I'm just going to use, you know, if I have to make a decant of it. I just like the fragrance enough to just continue to use it throughout the day. So we're going to talk about that as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the fragrance, one fragrance that I actually ended with in my last video, and I was talking about how I don't really like it that much, but I started trying to use it with something else, and so we're going to talk about that one first. The first one is this House of Sillage. This is Sweet Dreams. What I'm doing is I'm trying to come slowly out of that winter into the spring. Now, it's not quite spring here in Georgia. I know our weather is crazy. One day we had 80 degree, another day we had 75, 78 degree weather, and it was so warm and beautiful. And then today it's like 50, and then they're already talking about a freeze warning tonight. So I mean, the weather is all over the place. So what I like to do is I like to kind of layer a little bit so that it won't seem, my fragrances won't seem so fresh to where it's like, what is she wearing? That doesn't really make sense. You know what I mean? So what I did with this one, and I actually tried it and it worked. Okay, so this is the Sweet Dreams. If you're familiar with it, then you already know that the top notes have that peach nectar, which is very summery, springy, orange, sanguine, divana. You have the heart notes. You have narcotic, osmanthus. You have Indian jasmine, and then you have rum. What they say is smell the taste. This is one of those fragrances, that rum in there, and I can see why they say smell the taste. It does kind of make your mouth water. It does kind of make you say, okay, I can smell that type of style where they kind of try them out to make you want to eat it, or make it so gourmand to where you would think that it's a really delicious fragrance. And then the base notes, you have amber woods, Indonesian patchouli, and then you have cedarwood atlas. Okay, so with that, you can definitely smell there are green notes there, of course the sandalwood, the jasmine, you can smell the floral, you can smell all of that. So what I did was I tried it with the Kayali, I tried it with Kayali Deja Vu. I know that's weird. I've never seen anybody else do that. But for me, it really, really, really helped to pull down that Divana just a little bit, to lift up some of those orange notes there at the top, the peach, citrusy type notes, and the floral scent really, really came out in it, but it brought down the green. I don't know how that happened, but the floral came through, I think, in this, and it brought down some of the green in this. And it was just a really, really nice combination. Now, this is Deja Vu White Flower 57. So if you have this one, as you can see, this is actually a second bottle. So as you can see, I already have a dent in it, but these two actually work together well. So try them and let me know what you are using, okay? I would also like to know, guys, before we go any further, I would also like to know, what is your fragrance of the day? What are you using today? What are you wearing? Are you kind of still in the winter fragrance, or are you in the spring? Are you all the way into the spring? Comment down below. Let me know what it is that you're wearing today. Oh, we're going to get into what I'm wearing. Today, I am wearing a wonderful, wonderful brand. This is actually new to me. I've heard of it several times, but I never wanted to spend my coins on it, okay? But I finally did, and so I have it. This is Tiziana Terenzi. This is I want to say Kirka, I think it is. As you can see, it's a gorgeous bottle, super heavy, 100 ml. It smells so good. I love it. I love the opening. If I could have the opening to stay the opening, I mean, but then the dry down is good too. But it's the opening for me. I absolutely love the opening. Let me share with you some notes. This is also on my on my cake stand, if you will, or on my list for my fragrances of the month. I absolutely love this. Wore it to church today. Got many compliments. It was just really, really, really a really nice fragrance. So the notes are, let me see here. I love this because it gives you spring. It can also go into summer. It's just a really, really nice fragrance. That opening there, you get passion fruit, peach, pear, raspberry. There's cassis. I believe that's a green note, and then sand. The sand even smells good here. This makes it vacation vibes. This makes it, you know, go and enjoy type vibes. I love that about this one. The middle notes are lily of the valley. Then there's musk, sandalwood, vanilla, patchouli. There's heliotrope. All of that in the base notes. This is fantastic. If you haven't gotten a whiff of this, I did blind buy it, but I wanted to make sure that it was something that I liked. So this time I did go ahead and look at the notes at least. I looked at the notes, and I am absolutely in love with this fragrance. I love it. I think that the perfume guy, if you follow him, he mentioned this one as one of his favorite Terenzi fragrances. And I said, well, let me just try it because I saw it on sale. And so I went on and picked it up, and it is just a masterpiece. The next fragrance that I have, this one is a fragrance where if you are a person that really enjoys unisex fragrances, you're going to hear quite a bit about some fragrances that I believe really go well for unisex. For people, whether it's a man, woman, boy, girl, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to put on, it just smells good. You know what I mean? So I picked up another one. This one is called, this is by Nishane, and it's called Ani. Let me explain why I like this one. This one is definitely unisex. Some people will say it kind of leans masculine, and that's okay. It's the vanilla in here. There is a nice dry down that gives you this very strong, woody, vanilla type scent. And what I love about it is, let me give you the notes. But what I love about this fragrance is that it lingers on the skin. It is an extrait de parfum, just like the Tiziana Terenzi. It is as well. But with this, oh my goodness. Oh, it smells so good. And I love it because the green notes really come out. And then there's bergamot, there's green notes, there's blue ginger, and pink pepper in the top. The heart notes, you have black currant, you have Turkish rose and cardamom. And then you have, in the base notes, you have patchouli, you have sandalwood, vanilla, benzoin, ambergris, musk, and cedar, and sandalwood. So It's just a wonderful mixture of fragrances. And there's a picture that came with my fragrance. This is like a postcard. It's gorgeous. This is a postcard that came with it. And here's the picture that that we have that came in with Ani. As you can see, this picture is absolutely perfect for the fragrance. This fragrance smells so good, and I'm not going to send it or anything, so that's why I sprayed the card itself. But oh my goodness, it leaves. This is the kind of fragrance that leaves a very strong masculine. It can lean very masculine, but it leaves a very strong impression. I would say it leaves a very strong impression. It smells so good. I do still smell the black currant, that vanilla, the benzoin, all of that. It's just very nice. The pink pepper, you can smell all of that. So if you're looking for a unisex fragrance, this is not your super duper sweet vanilla. It does not give that, but it gives very nice, strong, lingers on the skin all day, wonderful sillage. This one is not playing. This is not to be played with, okay? So if you're looking for something like that, I would choose NaaDei Ani. While I'm talking about NaaDei, I also have Hasivat. This one is a wonderful fragrance. My husband actually wore this to church today, and it was so good. So I've been trying these fragrances, and I said, let me start getting some unisex fragrances because I don't want them all to seem like so feminine or so sweet this season. I didn't want too many sweet fragrances. I wanted to kind of calm it down, bring it down. I'm not really a floral type, sweet type person that much right now, and so I didn't want to add too much of that to my collection. And so what I just added was NaaDei Hasivat. Now that's what I'm calling it. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, I need for you to comment down below and let me know. Oh my goodness. So what I am getting in here, top notes bergamot, there is pineapple and grapefruit. Then you have jasmine, you have patchouli, cedarwood, that's the heart notes. And then the bottom notes, you have clearwood, you have oat moss, and you have dry timber wood. The dry timber wood, the grapefruit, the cedarwood gives it a more masculine type feel. But then you still have the bergamot, and you have the pineapple, and the jasmine, and patchouli, which gives it that nice flair that is so good. The pineapple really comes out on me. On my skin, it does kind of sweeten up. The dry down, yes, can be very masculine. Even when you first spray it, it can be very masculine. But on me, it pulls out some of the sweeter notes. On my husband, it gives you that woody type. Yes, a little bit of sweet, but it's more wood. It's crazy how on me it smells one way and on him it smells a totally different way. So if you're looking for a fragrance that, you know, maybe both of us can wear, that kind of thing, if you're anything like me, anybody like me, you know that I will in a heartbeat. If it's something that I could wear and he could wear, then I'm just going to buy one bottle and we'll share, right? And so I did that, and I think that it was so nice. It really smelled good on him, and so that made me want to wear it. And so I think this one might be my fragrance for tomorrow. It's great. I recently purchased, and I guess this would be a haul type video as well, because I recently purchased some Middle Eastern type fragrances. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about them, and I couldn't believe how inexpensive they are. So this one in particular was only like $24. I got it off of German Shop, like I get most of my fragrances. I only paid $24 for it, and it's called La Venture Femme, and it is simply divine. Now I think that it may be a dupe for maybe Creed. Aventus for her. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know, because I don't have the Creed. I've been looking at the Creed fragrances, and to me, even on sale, they were just really expensive for what I wanted to spend, right? And so I said, let me go with the $24 one. And to my surprise, it lasted pretty well. It smells very, very good. It really, really does. This one actually, I would say, would be unisex. I know that it has femme in there. I know they're saying that it's for women. But it does still lead It could lean very, very unisex. This one is really, really good. If you like to have the floral type scent, but you like some wood in there and musk, that's what this is. It's very, very easy. There is some citrus in there, but I don't get much citrus in the dry down. It's really woody roses, woody floral scent. I really, really love that. It's a wonderful mixture. It's really great. Does great with sillage. This one lasted me probably 4 or 5 hours when I picked it up and tried to wear it that one time. And so I am going to try it all by itself one day, and I'll let you know. But this is the Laventure Femme. This is Laventure Femme. Okay, let's stay with some of those fragrances that are Middle Eastern. Okay, here's another one. This is Amber Oud, and this is the gold one. I saw a YouTuber use this, and when she started talking about the notes, I was like, duh, I have to get it, right? $19. I mean, of course I'm going to get it. Very, very affordable, very inexpensive, and it does the job, y'all. Oh my goodness, it does the job. Now, what I love about this, I'm going to be honest. Whenever I heard Amber Oud, I love Amber, and then I kind of like Oud, so I was like, well, I don't know if that's going to work for me. But because it was so inexpensive, I decided to go ahead and get it. But here's the thing. There are so many other notes in here to where I don't know why they named it that. I don't think that's a good name for it, but let me just tell you the notes. Top notes, you have rosemary, you have bergamot, you have cedar, you have lemon. Mid notes, spices, cedar, guaiac wood. And then the base notes, you have these resins, you have amber, and you have musk. Oh my goodness. This is sweet. This is musky. This is strong. This is long lasting. The dry down is absolutely beautiful. It's a woody amber type sweet mix. This is phenomenal. So I don't know. I mean, there are so many videos that you could watch and they could tell you who this is a dupe for. I guess it might be a dupe. I don't know if it is or not, but let me tell you, this one is great. If it is a dupe, I don't have anything like that in my collection, but this is really, really good. The sillage, this gave me 6+ hours. This gave me, when I got to work, you can smell it. When I'm leaving, it's very close to your skin and you can still smell it. So if you're looking for something like that, that is very inexpensive. Okay, let me turn it around. That's very inexpensive, that smells good all day, that works definitely within a whole lot of budgets, then I think that you should go with this Amber Oud, okay? Let me know what you think if you have it. Let me know down in the comments. Are you layering it or just wearing it by yourself? I want to know. I had a really fun month this month. So as you can see, I did purchase some more fragrances, and this one is also one more. I think this is my last one for today, but this is one more Middle Eastern type fragrance, and this one is called Casablanca. I don't know if I've been up under a rock. I don't know where I've been. I don't know why it took me so long. Wow, look at that. I don't know why it took me so long to get Casablanca in my collection. But Casablanca has this room lit. I'm telling you, it smells so good. Now, this is a feminine fragrance. This is for the ladies. If you want to have a fragrance that smells really, really good for women, then I suggest that you use it. Now, I know a lot of men that use more feminine fragrances, and they smell phenomenal. So I don't think that really matters. You know what I mean? But let me give you the notes, and then you can decide for yourself. The top notes, you've got apple and you have grapes. Mid notes, you have white woods, patchouli, and iris. And then the base notes, caramel, amber, suede, musk, and Peru balsam. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the style of the bottle, how the bottle is, and this is actually 100 ml. I love how the bottle, it kind of just can fit anywhere. It's smaller, so you don't have to worry about anything, even if in your travel. I like how it's packaged. This is a wonderful, you see, I'm just sitting here with this paper in front of my face, right? This is a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. I think that you should try it. If you ever get your hands on it, let me know. Many of you probably have already smelled it. Many of you probably already have it. But this is really, really nice. This one right here is what is that? What are you wearing? Oh my goodness. It's one of those type fragrances. It smells absolutely divine. If you like sweet with a little bit of floral, and then that dry down gives you enough musk and woods and amber. It gives you enough of that to make it more serious. You know what I mean? I don't want a fragrance that's so sweet to where it really takes away from, it makes it immature, premature, immature. No. This, because of the woods and things like that, it really layers it up. It makes it stronger. It makes it more serious. It makes it more woman-like. This is grown woman right here. This smells so good. So if you can get your hands on Casablanca, you will not be disappointed. I'm really enjoying Parfums de Marly. If you know anything about that company, that fragrance house, then you know that they have very long-lasting, very good fragrances. And so one of the ones that I really enjoy for this season is called Atelier. I believe it is. This one is, first of all, can we just look at the bottle? The bottle is absolutely beautiful. You know that there are a few bottles that come kind of similar to this. And so this one I really like because this gives off the fragrance that is, this is business meeting. This is very serious. This is get it done. This is the kind of fragrance that you wear when you want someone to take you seriously, when you want someone to smell you and you're well put together. You know what I mean? You're well put together. You're ready for it. Not the t-shirt type person right now, but this is business outfit, business jacket. We're out to lunch. Yes, we're going to do that, but I do have a meeting at 2 o'clock, that kind of thing. This is very nice. I love it. It has a moderate sillage. Oh yeah, I really like this. It gives off just a little bit powdery. It's somewhat powdery, but still there, still close to you when it dries down. Let me see. Top notes are just orange blossom. Mid notes iris, and base notes you have white musk and amber. Very simple, very to the point. That's what it gives off to me. Very to the point. A little bit powdery. Very nice. Very feminine. This doesn't give sexy. This doesn't give off sassy. That's not what this is. This is straight up to the point. I came to meet you. We have our meeting. Let's go ahead and do that so that I can go home and do the rest of the things that I need to do. That's what this gives off. This is not playful. This is not play around with me. You don't want to play with me when I'm wearing this. Okay? So that's what it gives off to me. I love the dry down. I really think that this is one of those fragrances. You know how Delina last and last and last. These Parfums Molly, this is my third one. I think I have Delina Exclusive, and then I have this one. They all have a really good sillage. They all last very well, 6-7 hours. That's what you're going to get. You are definitely going to, after it dries down for several hours, it's one of those skin scents. This is not one where you're going to walk down the hall and smell this down the hall. That's not what this is. This is kind of close to you. And it's very nice. So if you can get a whiff of this, this is Atelier. I don't even need to spray this. This is Delina. Since I was just talking about Atelier, of course, I wanted to go ahead and pull out Delina. I like Delina. Some people don't care for the rhubarb note. The rhubarb note does not bother me in this fragrance. Now, some people, they say that they really don't like it, but it doesn't bother me. So when I'm going from the winter into the spring, I love to pick this one up. Lychee, rhubarb, bergamot, nutmeg at the top. Mid notes, you have turquoise rose, you have peony, you have musk, you have this Petilia, I believe it is. You have vanilla in the heart notes. Base notes, you have this cashmerian, you have cedar, Haitian vetiver, and incense. Perfect. Wonderful going into the spring. Great sillage, 8 hours at the very least. And I'm telling you, it smells divine. I have had people from different age ranges have smelled this on me and said it smells really good. A gentleman before that I work with that is quite a bit older said, oh my goodness, what is that? And then someone like maybe my student would be like, oh my goodness, that really smells good. So this is a crowd pleasing kind of scent. It really smells good on me. The rhubarb is not overpowering. For me, it's not. I just really enjoy this fragrance. So if you're looking for something for the spring, especially at the beginning of the spring, I would definitely go with Delina. You have heard me several times talk about this Idole. This is the one that is the Nectar, Idole Nectar. I really like Idole Nectar. Last month, I did spend a little time wearing the Idole, the original one. But this month, I think I'm going to spend some time wearing this Idole Nectar. What I like about this is it does give you all of these roses at the top. You have a grass rose, you have rose itself, you have Turkish rose. Then the mid notes, you have this caramel. There is a popcorn note in this, so it makes it a little bit fun. If you like that kind of thing, then the base notes, it gives you caramel. No, caramel is in the heart notes, and then in the base you have vanilla. Give me vanilla and caramel in a fragrance, and I'm probably gonna love it. And then it has the floral notes in there, and then a touch of popcorn. So it's really a fun fragrance. It really smells good. This adds, I think the popcorn fragrance adds a little bit of youth to it, youthfulness. This makes me think of a wonderful picnic outside type feel. This is carnival, but it's not super duper sweet like that, but it just gives a nice fun afternoon type scent. This is something that I would wear during the day. This is something that I would wear out, like I mentioned, maybe a picnic or going to fly a kite. I don't know. It just makes me think in that kind of direction. This is not date night for me. This is not a date night fragrance. I wouldn't try this one for date night. Some of the other ones that I mentioned, I probably would, but this one is more of a fun day type scent. So if you're looking for something like that, I would definitely go with this Lancome Idole Nectar. I used this a little bit last month, and as you can see, the bottle seems like it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So I don't want to use too much, but this is Exalté by Fumi Monet. I talked about it in my last video, I believe it was, especially as I was celebrating Black History Month. And this is, Fumi is an African-American perfumer, and this is phenomenal. If you've ever seen her on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you already know, but this is a very, very familiar type scent. What I like about this one, and I think I have a dupe. I don't think it's a dupe of it. I don't think it's on purpose, but I have a dupe of this. I think it's a dupe. I don't know. They just smell very similar to me. These two smell almost exactly alike. I don't know why, but they smell almost exactly alike. So sometimes when I don't want to use this one up, I'll go in for this Ajwad fragrance. But this is Fumi Monet. This is Exalté. If you like Exalté, then that means that you like lemon and pink pepper. That means that you like Turkish rose, orange blossom, jasmine, osmanthus. That means you like vanilla. You like amber, sandalwood, benzoin, and musk. That means you like all of those things put together. This is a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. 7 hours. I'm telling you, 7 hours, just a few sprays. Be careful, because you can overspray. You don't need to. You don't need to. And maybe that's why these bottles are getting smaller and smaller, because I know at one point I think she had like 100 ml, and this one is the 30. This is all that she's selling. But this is really, really good. This can be for date night. This can be for some time. Even by yourself, if you're going out and you just want to be smelling good and looking good, and you want to spend time by yourself, this is one of those fragrances where you're like, I smell good. Oh, I'm looking. Yep. I mean, it's that kind of fragrance. This is, I know who I am. I'm sure of myself, and I'm okay to rock alone. I'm okay to rock by myself. You don't need to layer this with anything if you don't want to. This is a good standalone fragrance. It really, really smells good. Now, of course, this Ajwad, I don't know. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Of course, it does not have the same sillage, but the notes, I think, are very, very similar, because when I smell them both, and I sprayed them both here, when I smell them both, they're just, they're very, very, very similar. But this Exalté, it can't be topped. This one is really, really good. I would give it a try. Let me know what you think. Now, I wore this fragrance out. I wore it actually to work one day, and I saw that I must have made a huge mistake because this lady that I work with followed me around the school. By the time the day was over, she just pulled out her phone and she was like, "Give me the name of that again because I have to. I must find it." Okay. So I thought, okay, well, I'll give it to you. And so this is Tibet by Tiziana Terenzi. This smells so, it smells so good. I think I'm going to end the video with this. This one smells so good. Oh my goodness. Now, at first she was like, "Is that a Lancome fragrance?" I was like, "Is it a what?" You know, because when you start getting into the niche fragrances versus your designer fragrances versus your Middle Eastern fragrances, they all are on different tiers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that one is better than the other. But when she asked me that, I was like, honey, no. Oh, heavens no. She asked me that in the morning, and then by the end of the day, she was still following me around. She was like, "Oh, I need to know the name of that," right? And so this is Tibet. You have green notes and bergamot at the top. Heart notes, you have peach. You have floral notes. You have sand. You have coconut. Base notes, musk. There's a cotton candy note. Woody notes, vanilla, and amber. This is the kind of scent that you wear when you are trying to impress somebody. You're already impressive, of course, but when you want them to smell you, this is the kind of fragrance that will get to them before they even get to be in your presence. This one will announce you're coming. This will announce that you are in the room. This will announce that you are walking in, and it is just so good. I mean, y'all know that I am a music teacher. I teach at an elementary school. I was standing there by my room while the kids were getting off the bus, and this lady was like, "Wait a minute. What is that? I can smell you right here." And it was just so funny. And so I was trying to tell her. She said, "I've never heard of that." Okay, I saw her again at lunch. She was like, "Girl, you smell good." Then I saw her again after school. She was like, "By now, it's time for you to give me the name of that." Okay, so I didn't mind sharing that with her. I don't mind sharing it with you. And so I was actually able to get this one on sale as well. So if you're looking for any fragrances that will be good for this winter, coming out of the winter and then leading into the spring, I think that any one of these fragrances that I've talked about will be perfect for that if you're looking for that to happen, okay? If you want to smell good, you want to smell good this month, I'm telling you, pick up any one of them, and I'm telling you, you will smell amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed recording it for you. And so if you did, I need for you to let me know. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know that you're enjoying this content. If you are, please comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying what I'm doing, okay? And make sure that you hit the bell so that you can be notified anytime I have an upload. How in the world are you going to know that I have uploaded a video if you don't hit the bell? You've got to hit the bell so you'll know. You've got to go ahead and get on that video. Go ahead and watch it. And then help me out just a little bit. If you have time and there's an ad that comes in, go ahead and watch that ad. Let that ad play on through and then go ahead and get into the video, okay? Thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye.